Hello and welcome to the new foreclosure opportunity, a free ebook about a new foreclosure opportunity that didn't exist just 5 years ago. If I were to ask you what the biggest downside to investing in foreclosures was, what would you say? Well, chances are if you've been involved with the foreclosure market recently, it would be the number of people that are now getting involved. Anyone that would like to become a real estate investor typically looks towards foreclosures before anything else. But what if I told you there's a foreclosure strategy that very few people in the United States understood? And what if I told you that this investment strategy didn't exist just 5 years ago? Each one of the properties you see here shows the price that was purchased for in a different type of foreclosure. A different type of foreclosure than what you might have seen through different bank auctions and foreclosures. Now, as you can see, the prices here range from $1,200 to $5,000 to the highest being about $28,000. What all of these homes have in common is that the purchase price is just a fraction of what these homes are actually worth. Have you ever heard of tax lien foreclosures? Or what about tax deeds? You may have heard of tax liens from a late night infomercial, although what we're talking about here has no gimmicks. I first started learning about tax liens and deeds about 7 years ago. Now, at the time, counties couldn't draw enough investors to sell all of their liens or deeds. What was left over was put back on the books. You had to be on site in order to purchase any of these leftover liens or deeds, and so no one ever bought them. There were many counties that were located remotely. They weren't near large cities or airports, and they didn't have the ability to draw in a large number of investors. Now also, counties would only publish information about their sales in local newspapers, so it was impossible for people outside of the county to know that the sale was even taking place. The internet has revolutionized how tax liens and deeds are sold. About 5 years ago, counties across the United States began to create websites that included all of the county records. Included in these records were all of the leftover liens and deeds that have been sitting on the books for the past sales. Now, to help everyone understand exactly where the opportunities lie, tax liens are purchased with a redemption period. This is the time period in which the property owner can pay back all of the delinquent taxes to have the lien removed before a foreclosure can take place. Now, the redemption period for a tax lien begins on the date of the tax sale, whether the lien sells or not. So, the redemption period for all of the liens that don't sell at these auctions still begins on the date of that sale, meaning they can sit on the books while the redemption period still continues to pass. Now, if we're looking at tax deed investing, tax deeds are a little bit different. Tax deeds are sold outright with no accompanying redemption period. It's the same as purchasing foreclosure through a bank auction. Tax deed properties that the county already has have already been foreclosed on. Tax deeds that are not purchased at the auction are often put back on the books. The new county websites also include these records. The result of what the internet has done has been like opening the floodgates of foreclosure opportunities. There are literally tens of thousands of opportunities out there. There are liens that have been on the books for years that are eligible for foreclosure right now. This is why the investment strategy didn't exist just 5 years ago. It's now possible, just through work you do on the internet, to locate properties that are eligible to be foreclosed on. It's also possible to find tax deeds that have been on the books within these counties for years and that can be purchased outright simply by paying the delinquent property taxes off. Imagine foreclosing on properties like these for prices that are anywhere near these prices. We're not looking at purchasing properties for 60 or 70% of their market value. As you can see, each one of these properties has a value that could be somewhere in the neighborhood of $100,000. So we're talking about acquiring property for 10, 20, maybe 30% of the fair market value. If you'd like to learn more about the new foreclosure opportunity, you can download your free ebook by going to secretsoftaxlieninvesting.com. So again, that's secretsoftaxlieninvesting.com. Or you can contact us directly by dialing 866-243-8877. So again, that's 866-243-8877 or secretsoftaxlieninvesting.com.